Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on Ethereum. We will take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 4-hour in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 4 hours. So while this here may look like a few weeks worth of time, it's actually just the past few days broken down into 4-hour time slices. I like through this time frame, that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis a few days ago, so that's where this green line annotation is coming from, but that's where our first update comes from, and this is just based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. So going into the past several hours, yeah, that 440 mark was a level of support, but as the rule states, when those levels are broken, and you can see right there is where it was broken, they tend to act as resistance. And right there, right on cue, you could throw that into a textbook. There's a classic example of that support now acting as resistance. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the price will never ever be able to get back up above 440. I'm just saying it makes sense now why the price is struggling to get up above that area. So shorter term, yeah, 440 is definitely that initial area of resistance that the bulls will need to break through with any sort of attempted bounce. Next level of resistance after that is just the overall indicator up there, which is the famous 50-period simple moving average, that purple line there. But one step at a time. Really no point right now in talking about doing battle with the 50-period or anything like that until the bulls can first at least just get up above the 440 mark. So one step at a time, and that first step is getting up above 440. What about levels of support? Well, as things stand right now, there's a pretty common level here that has now made itself known on multiple occasions, and that level is down here at the $420 mark. You look back here through not only today, or not necessarily today's price action, but the past 24 hours, and you can see that the price did indeed bounce right off that level, which makes good sense because it did the exact same thing here a few days ago. So there's clearly still buyers hanging around 440. So that is definitely a key level of support going forward. It's also one of those levels where if the price breaks below it and then worst case, continues to separate to the downside of it, at that point, that'd be a pretty significant, movement, pretty significant, sign of power on the bearish part. So, definitely just from the overall storybook perspective, you certainly do want to see 420 hold, because if it doesn't, then yeah, it would not be shocking at all to see the bears pick up that much more momentum. But as things stand right now, it is holding. The price is currently bouncing, so we'll see how these next several hours all unfold. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.